Let's hear it for Kim Bryant.
I celebrated a special occasion recently, and I decided to just treat myself to something I wanted for a while, a book of 100 crochet motifs. Yeah. I'm really glad that I finally took the plunge and did it, because it's been super fun. My cats love it. I'm living the dream. So, I'm single. Obviously. But really, I think a big part of the problem is that I just really love assholes. And, another part of that is that it took me a long time in life to realize that that in itself is a problem. But the thing is, I'm just really suspicious of people who are nice. It feels wrong. And I'm like, look, just the sooner that we can get through this and get you to finally be mean to me, like, that's the only way this is gonna work. But some of my friends are aware of this issue and try to help me out with it, which usually sounds a little bit like, Kim, we've talked about this? That guy's clearly an asshole. What's going on? He never texts you back, he forgot your birthday, and after months of dating, he doesn't want to be exclusive with you. And I'm like, okay, but maybe. I think he just doesn't have the courage to be nice to me yet. And, you know, I'm just gonna lead by example and show him what it's like to be loved unconditionally. And eventually he'll feel safe and he'll trust me enough to love me back. So yeah, I hear it. Yeah. I joined my HOA board earlier this year and it's been crazy. No, it's super boring, actually. I'm the youngest person on the board by like 40 years, literally. But the best part is that I get to bond with some of the women on the board. We can trade crochet motifs, and we trash talk all the men in our lives. So this one woman, her grandson is awful. He never returns her calls. He always forgets her birthday. And after like 27 years, he can't just commit already and dump that other grandma. She still loves him. She still loves him. But on the bright side, she did say she'd give me his number. So. Texting an ex is like crack for the lonely. You know that it's a bad idea, and you can't not do it. You just have to. It's compulsive. So I've been seeing this guy last year, and I've been thinking about texting him, just reaching out, and the hard part is just figuring out exactly what to say, because it's difficult. You only have a few words to get there, and what I've been working with so far is simple. Hey. I'm not really sure why things didn't work out, but I've been thinking about you, and I just wanted to say that if the reason why you weren't feeling it anymore was because every time you came over there was cat poop on the floor, I want to say that was a phase that I was going through. I was trying to toilet train my cats, and as it turns out, they would rather poop on the floor than in the toilet. But in the meantime, we've moved back to litter boxes and everything's fine. So if that changes your mind whatsoever, hit me up. I was driving to work a while back, and I saw this guy, like I didn't quite know what to think. I'm at an intersection, and he rolls by riding this like motorized unicycle thing. I don't even know what it's called. And riding is really too generous of a term for what was happening. He was like squat standing on this little platform mounted to a wheel like this tall. And he's flying through, and I'm just dumbfounded, honestly. I had no idea what to think. But as I watched him go by, he passed a garbage truck, and there were these two guys standing next to it who looked at each other and immediately doubled over laughing. And I was like, that's how I feel. This is hilarious. But I can't stop thinking about it, because the thing is, it's actually really hard to look dumb when you're doing something dangerous. Think about it. And arguably what this guy was doing was insanely dangerous. Like, if you so much as hit any kind of little bump on that thing, your whole body turns into a projectile. You just go hurtling through space. Like, I'm not a medical expert, but I'm pretty sure you're dead on impact. And the thing was, he was wearing a helmet. And again, like, I'm not a medical expert, but if you're going to turn your body into a human missile, you don't need a helmet. It's really only hurting your cause. But I finally figured it out. I went to Seattle for work last week, and one afternoon I was walking around with a few coworkers, and we passed this guy on a motorized unicycle, of all things. But all of us just stopped and had this moment of like, this is the coolest thing we've ever seen in our lives. And the difference was, this guy, in addition to his little deal, he had a dog on a leash running alongside him. And so I figured it out. The thing is, if you want to do something dangerous, but you're worried you're going to look dumb, just add more dangerous things, and eventually you're going to come out the other side. That's my time. Thank you.